Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup could be an interesting one. The Seahawks rank in the top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Redskins defense that believes in itself.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Some room to maneuver, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Shedding through the defense. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They go play action now. Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3rd down, 15 yards still needed. From the shotgun, Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw again is Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's a...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he's got some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Wilson. Now he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Did your high school have that saying, push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and, boy, they created a nice play for themselves. What did they lose, 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. No back out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd and short.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
On 3rd down, that's Carson. Bust through the tackle. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They run it with Carson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run again with Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the ball is knocked out into the Redskins. How did they do? A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interception. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 10 yards still left on second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third down, that's Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Jacob Shum now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Navarro Bowman in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now come the Redskins. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
There he goes, right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 83 yards. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. So now it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. To throw is Wilson. Try to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. It's
a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Wilson on the keeper. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
This is Carson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. It's Wilson. Open man, it's Vanette. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come. 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Novak's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. 2nd down, 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off.